How you doing, bro?
Good.
Good. You can hear me pretty well or not?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Cause sometimes my Wi-Fi will act up, bro. And then I was on this interview with one of my buddies named Cal. He's on TikTok too. He's from the East Coast, and like it was jacking up for like a whole 10 minutes. And like
Mm.
we're like 30 minutes in, we had to like restart the whole thing. It's crazy.
Sheesh. I know
We
that's
finally
so.
got I know. We're finally about to get this in though, bro. I've been busy. I was over at the coast the last past like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, 3 days. Um and I'm glad we got this in. I'm glad you reached out to me. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, no
You got
problem.
you got that DoorDash food? What'd you get?
Chick-fil-A. That's the fastest
Chick
I done ever ate food.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah,
What'd you get? The chicken sandwich?
you already know it.
Hey, there's some things on like TikTok. I'll see like they'll get like they'll get like the chicken nuggets or whatever. They'll get the chicken nuggets and then they'll get the fries and they'll like put it in like the little container or whatever. Then they'll get the Chick-fil-A sauce, shake it up and
Wow,
stuff
you
and then
ain't
eat it.
never seen that.
Fire, bro. I've never had it, but it looks pretty fire.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, bro. Just for the viewers that don't know who you are, give them a little bit about your background, who you are, what you're about. Um,
All right.
yeah, you're
I'm
famous. Would you consider? I'd consider you a famous TikToker, don't you think?
450K.
Yeah, 450K. The goal is 500K, huh?
No, the goal is a mil.
A mil? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But P90 with a scope 2 times. That's what I go by as on TikTok. I make videos about jail and prison. That's pretty much it.
How are you brought up? How are you raised?
What you mean?
What was your upbringing like? Was it kind of difficult? Was it
Oh yeah, difficult.
your relationship with
Parent.
your parents?
Yeah, it was kind of difficult. Parents are divorced. It was like one parent 1 year. I stayed with one parent 1 year, and the next I was with another one, and like in and out of different schools, and then in and out of trouble.
Right. Do you think that kind of like affected like you like in your teens and stuff because you obviously went to um jail, right? You went to jail, right?
Oh
Jail,
yeah,
prison?
that's really what like really started the trouble.
Right. Cuz I feel like the issue that people are having now in the whole criminal justice system and like there's not enough attention on these kids, bro. Like there's a lot of kids that are growing up with no parents, living in poverty. There's no role models. So it's like, what do you do? I mean, there's only so much you can do. And then, like, they go to jail or prison, and then that's all they know. They're institutionalized and they're expected to, know better and rehabilitate when America's rehabilitation programs inside the prisons aren't even, it's not even it's not even doing anything.
To be
Um,
honest, like after being incarcerated, to be honest, to me, that made my behavior worse.
did it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's wild. And do you feel, I don't know. I mean, what do you think the system can do to like, you know, because I feel like they just throw people in jail and prison and expect them to like change.
It's hard answering these questions. Like, um, I don't really know. Like,
What do you think? What do you think that the system can do to make these people stop reoffending? You know what I mean? Like make them go down the good path and get a job, get start a
I
family, all
think
this.
like, okay, this is my problem. Like, okay, I can't really get a job. Like, it's hard for me to get a job. So like, especially when I was on house arrest, no job wanted to hire me because I had a fat ankle monitor on me. So it's like to me, if it was like a program to help you get a job and more programs like counseling and stuff, I think
Right.
yeah, that could guide people different.
Right, right, right. So that, I mean, that's the only way I feel like counseling and like spending more funds, you know, into the system and helping these people out, but giving away free money to all these so-called famous TikTokers, giving them like 5 mil, 4 mil. It's like for what? It's like that's not changing anything. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
so what got you locked up?
All right, so I've really been locked up 7 different times, but like the main thing that I'm known for is I was coming from Kentucky by myself on a road trip to South Carolina in a stolen car. And I was almost out of Kentucky. I was like 5 miles into Tennessee. And so I pulled off because I had to use the bathroom. So I pulled into a gas station, and then I left the gas station, did what I had to do, and I was trying to get back on the highway, and like the intersection or whatever you call it to like turn back onto the ramp to get back on the highway. There were two highway patrol cars sitting there for Kentucky, like Kentucky Highway Patrol. And then they started following me, and then like as soon as I seen like there were two of them behind me, I was like, oh, something's up. I was like, they noticed the car. And then that's when they blue lighted me and there were no sirens. And then I just act like I didn't see them. And then all of a sudden the sirens started going off, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And then I passed over into Tennessee. And then like it was like before it got for real, it was in like when I passed to Tennessee, it was like a line of like 10 different cop cars on the highway just waiting for me to pass. And then they all had sirens on, and I'm going like 100 miles an hour down the highway trying to get away from them and stuff. And it's like 20 cop cars behind me. And then they finally like boxed the car in and like pitted the car. So obviously I stopped. I was hurting and stuff. So I'm on the side of the road, and all of a sudden, like this is really the scariest part. I was recording it with my phone. Like I had the phone in the mirror and stuff. And they talking about put the gun down, put the gun down. I'm like, what's up? I don't even have a gun. Like y'all is tripping. They thought the phone that I was holding was like I was pointing a gun at them or something.
Right,
So they all come at me with AR-15s and guns all in my face. They bashed the window out. It's like two K9s barking at me. And I was like, I don't even want to ride that. So
right,
so I just put my hands up. And after they bashed the window out, I put my hands outside the window. They dragged me out the car, put me in cuffs, and then they took me to jail. That's really what I'm known for, that one.
right.
And then after
Now what's
that, like,
go for you're good. Go for it. You're good.
and then like after that, I had got out and they had put me on probation. That's when I got on house arrest. And then really house arrest is really what messed me up more because I had cut my ankle monitor off, running from home, stuff like that, and it would get me locked back up.
Some TK stuff, huh?
Yeah, they call me White Boy KK.
Dang, that's crazy. What was that like? I bet your adrenaline was like pumping. Like, what was that whole like
Like
experience
really,
like?
like it was like I couldn't like at first like I was like, well, this is really happening. So I started calling people and stuff. Like it lasted like 20, 30 minutes. So I'm
Dang,
sitting here calling people and stuff like, bro, I'm about to go to jail or die one. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I
right,
want to do. Like mind racing. I like it's like I couldn't feel anything, if you know what I mean.
right. That's
So it was just like,
crazy.
and I was 15 at that time.
How
15. Didn't
old are you
even have
right
a
now?
driver's license. 16.
16. Oh, that was about a year ago. That was soon,
Not
huh?
a year ago, January the 21st.
Wow, that's crazy. So, like, were you like on the phone with your mom and like telling it, mom or
No,
dad, telling no, just your friends, but like, hey,
cause
I'm
that's
getting chased.
yeah, that's all it was. Like, bro, I'm about to go to jail. I'll see y'all when I get out. Stuff like that.
Wow, that's crazy. That's. I mean, was it on the news? Like, was it
Yeah.
live and stuff?
No, it
Wow,
wasn't like live on the news, but there's one news report about it.
wow. And I was in Kentucky
Yeah.
or Tennessee, Kentucky,
That's how
Tennessee.
that's why I got felony evading. Because it would just be like evading the police or whatever, but it was felony evading because it crossed into two state lines.
Right.
It
Wow.
started in Kentucky to somewhere in Tennessee.
Now you said you went to jail 7 times, correct?
Yeah.
So was it all for like what was that was one the evading,
No, the
right?
very first time. The very first time I went to jail was for disorderly conduct, and then that was just for like being outside yelling, being loud and stuff. And I wasn't being cooperative with the cops, so they just took me to jail. I was in there for like 3 days. Came home, and then I got put on probation for that. I was on probation for 9 months, and I failed like drug tests and stuff. And then
Right.
go back for a probation violation, stuff like that.
What made you hop on TikTok?
Like, to be honest, when I started TikTok, like it was really like a bet. Like y'all think I can get famous, which y'all think like. So at first I made a video like the whirlpool filter going down the stairs, and I was falling down the stairs. That was my very first TikTok. It got like 700 views, so I was like, oh okay. And then I made a TikTok, and I was like 500,000 likes. So I cut my ankle monitor off. That shit hit like 700K likes. Cut it off. Left. Left, and then
Dang,
I was on the run for like 5 months before they found me.
that's crazy. So did you I don't know how it is over there. But I know here in California, if you're a juvenile, you go to CYA is like the prison, right, for the kids, for
Okay,
like
so
teens.
I've only been to like really I've been to jail in Tennessee, and I've been to jail in South Carolina, because that's where I'm from, in South Carolina.
Okay,
And I like there's a juvenile prison in South Carolina. It's just called like the yard, like a normal one. It's connected with the adult prison.
okay.
So it's connected with the adult prison, and then like there's juvenile detention centers. Like it's a real jail in the jail setting, but it's just kids in the jail.
Mm. Now, what was that experience like? Your first day, tell us how it was. Your first day, who'd you have to click up with? Is there prison or jail politics for juveniles? Give us
Well, I
a
wouldn't
rundown
say
on it.
that. Okay, this is when I got to the detention center. The very first time I got to it, like I actually went to a detention center, like actual jail type stuff. Like, bro, I really came in, and it was like late at night. And then this is when I met Jesse Osborne. He's a school shooter for Townsville Elementary. And then he started skipping across the because you know kids, they take meds and stuff in jail. So it was like med time. He was skipping across the jail, talking about time to go take my methamphetamine. I just started laughing. And then like it wasn't really like anything big, because like they kept everybody separated in the detention centers I was at. But when I went to the yard, like the juvenile prison, my very first day, I went to school, and like you get on a bus and go to school. Like the yard is like huge. Like there's a whole different school building and stuff. So they pick you up from on a bus from the pod and take you to the school. School day gets over with. Like very first day, a whole riot breaks out. It's like 20 people fighting at the school. And I'm just sitting here like what the hell, bro? Like I don't got nothing to do with this. Like don't mess with me. Like I don't even know what y'all fighting about. So
Right.
that's really the first day.
Well, now is there like prison politics? Because I know in like the CYAs, that's why that's a lot of fighting goes down like every day. How was it?
Oh
How
yeah,
was it where
fights
you're
every
at
day.
every day? It's like you got to
Right.
survive, huh?
Well, like, okay, if you don't go in there like talking shit, like stuff like that, like being bold in front of everybody, you're gonna be all right. You might have to fight like one or two times because somebody just gonna be like, hey, step in the room with me, whatever. You do what you gotta do, but you don't really mess with nobody, you straight.
Right. What was one of the craziest things you've seen inside?
When they jumped the guard.
Oh, they jumped a guard.
By far, that was the craziest thing. It was the day before I left, and they didn't like the guard. He was just a complete like piece of work. Like nobody liked him. He'd put us up early for no reason, type stuff. Uh, and then like when the trays came in, he wouldn't try to give them to us for like 2 hours after they came, so the food's cold and stuff. So it was just like forget him, and they was like they gonna put me on a show. So I'm in room one. They said just stand in my doorway. They all went in the bathroom and put like masks on, like t-shirts over their face, so the cameras couldn't tell who was doing what. And then all of
Wow,
a sudden, they just ran out and started yelling at him, and boom, just like 10 people beating him.
that's
He's sitting here
wild.
screaming and stuff, blood everywhere. I didn't. Like,
You didn't. You turned the head, huh?
yeah, I was like, they started asking me who was all involved. I was like,
Yeah, I feel that. Cause I mean, shoot, how were the how were the COs like treating you guys? Was it is
terrible.
there like yeah terrible?
Yeah. So this is really like one of my worst experiences. Okay, like the last time I went to jail was December the 6th of last year, and I was there for 3 weeks. And that's when I was down bad on like drugs and stuff. So I'm detoxing and like withdrawing in jail, and like I was like withdrawing off of Xanax. So that's like really bad. And I was seeing stuff, hearing stuff, and it was like they was trying to play me like I was crazy type stuff. Like I had to deal with all these issues by myself. Like my hand, like I was banging on the door for help. Nobody was trying to come help me. Like I broke my hand banging on the door. I told them that I broke my hand. Like I could tell my hand's swollen and stuff. It's in pain. Man, they wouldn't give me no medical treatment, nothing. And I had to go to the emergency room the day after I got out.
Wow, that's
So it
wild.
was like none of the guards were trying to help me. Like I did because okay, when like everything first started going on, like I didn't know what was going on. That was my first time ever going through that. So it's like in my mind, like I feel like I'm dying. Like I don't know what's going on. And then like they just like wasn't trying to help me. Like wasn't trying to take me to the hospital to get my hand checked out. Nothing. Like didn't even take me to the nurse's station. Nothing.
It's all corrupted in there, huh?
Yeah.
Now, what influenced you like before going to jail and stuff? Like you said, you were obviously doing drugs and stuff. Like, what influenced you to do all that? Was it like people at a higher like platform, like rappers and stuff? Like, you know
To
what I
be
mean?
honest, it wasn't really like anybody influenced me. It was just like stuff going on in my life, like depression and stuff. Found something to cope with it and help me
Right,
cope with my problems. And then it just got really bad.
right.
And took
And
off from
kind
there with the drugs.
right now, what are you doing now to like you know manage like being stable and staying out of trouble, or like are you still active? What's the whole
To be
deal?
honest, TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, just sit here in this exact chair and just make TikToks all day.
All right.
Just and like my notepad, like is right here. Like I just sit here, like brainstorm ideas of TikToks to make, write them down, and then when I'm ready to make the video, I just make them. So I literally don't have time to do anything else but make TikToks.
Right
Like
now, I mean
I
that.
don't go to school, so
Now, do you think that like where do you see yourself 5, 10 years? Do you feel like TikTok's gonna get you in a place maybe you can share your experiences to the youth and become a pretty much become an advocate for those that are dealing with you know
see,
struggles and
that's
in and
really
out of
what I'm
jail.
trying to use. That's what I'm trying to use my TikTok for. But like, what I'm trying to do is like get my TikTok followers to cross over to my YouTube because YouTube is better type stuff. I mean, I
Mhm,
love TikTok and stuff, but I know TikTok's not gonna be around forever. But what I'm
mhm.
trying to do with my followers is like, I want to like, even like when I'm older, like I think it'll be a good thing to teach people like what goes on inside. Because I know if I was dealing with this in the juvenile places, I know it's like 10 times worse than the adults
Mhm.
if you know what I mean. So I just want to teach them like it's not a place you want to go. And I want like conditions for people that are stuck in that situation. I want those to be changed because I mean they're people too. It's not right for like what they have to deal with.
Right. Do you feel like everything happened for a reason and put you in a spot right now? Like you talking about TikTok, now you're at a higher platform and people are like kind of looking up to you, asking you questions. Um, like to prevent, like pretty much a prevention whole deal. You know what I mean? Uh, do you feel like I said, everything happened for a reason, basically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like TikTok was kind of my calling.
All right. I feel that. Where do you think? Where would you see yourself if you didn't have TikTok and social media to use your platform, etc.?
So if I didn't have like TikTok to express myself and talk about stuff, to be honest, I'd probably be in jail right now, like
Uh,
right now. Because the day I would have got out, I would have Probably done did something dumb.
Right. Right. Well, thank God for TikTok, bro, because I mean, there's millions of people, thousands and millions of people that are expressing their talents. Um, Even I know a lot of people that are starting up their clothing line and stuff, and TikTok's their way to, get their merch and get their message out there. Um, what's your message to your viewers and fans and all that?
Just like teach them it's not something that they want. Like try to guide them away from doing bad things and try to teach them the right.
Right.
Because there's some people that like they don't always have that person to tell them that stuff. So I want to
Right.
be the person that tells them that.
Right. Now, are you still in contact with your family? Like, are you guys close? What's your guys' relationship like?
Yeah, I'm in my mom's house right now.
Oh yeah. You have any
Yeah,
siblings?
got one brother.
One brother. What's your brother up to? Is he hanging out or?
He's probably about to move out soon. About to turn 18.
Oh, okay.
Works at McDonald's and he games all day.
I mean, whatever brings in the money, whatever you got to do. Well, shoot, man, I didn't even know you were 16. That's wild, and you've been through all that experience. You know what I mean? Was it kind of traumatizing? Do you think like mental health kind of kicked in like during that whole like process, like being in seeing
Oh,
stuff inside jail?
oh yeah, absolutely. I got PSD from it. Like, bro, it's times at night like I'll close my eyes and re-see stuff that I've seen. And I'm gonna be honest, it scares me like, cause like I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I got PTSD from stuff that I've seen.
Right. Because I talked, Ray, right? Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Ray, and Ray was kind of giving me the rundown on that whole thing. I feel like mental health is not talked about with people that have dealt or people that have been in the inside. And
See,
it's
like
unfortunate.
all of them want to like do prison reform and stuff. Like I'm all for it. Like I love like prison reform and the idea of it. Like that's one of my biggest things on prison reform is the mental health side.
Right, right. I feel like that's not talked about, and I feel like you at the platform you're at right now, you can express that, and I feel like that'd be kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, so when did you get out? Like, when was it recent? When did you get out of jail? Is it jail or
Mhm.
prison? Like, where were you? Did you go to prison or was it jail?
Okay, so 2020, I've pretty much been locked up, but for the months that I was on the run. So I had a 3 to 6 at the yard. That's 3 to 6 months, depending on how you act when you're there. So you could turn it into a 6 month sentence, but I was sentenced to 3, but it could turn into 6. That's when I was at the yard at the juvenile prison, and then I got out of there, and then like I think like 8 days after I got out, I got locked back up again, and I got out in like five-ish days after that. And then that's when they put me on house arrest when I came out. And that's when I made the video saying I was gonna cut my ankle monitor off. And then I cut my ankle monitor off, and that's when I went on the run. And then when I got caught for that, I was in jail from like December the 6th to like 22nd, somewhere around there.
What was it like being on the yard?
Scary.
Was it scary?
Yeah,
So
because
that
you
was like the main
around,
line, right?
yeah. Cause like I'm sitting here with like just stolen vehicle charges, like stuff like that. And I'm sitting in like a room with killers and stuff. Like it kind of hits you like, whoa.
Right. So do you think on honest to God, do you think you would go back? Do you think I know that you're doing your TikTok and I think you can excel from that. Do you see yourself going back?
I mean, I'm gonna try my hardest not to,
Yeah.
but maybe at a time, like it might come.
Right. Hopefully not though.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Uh how was the jail food? Was it is it was it
Oh,
good? Was it nasty?
disgusting. Like this stuff nasty.
Is it real meat?
That's questionable, and you don't know.
That's
Nobody knows.
that's wild. So now your first day inside, did you have to link up with your people, or is it even like that hardcore? Because I know out here in California, the California politics are very, you know, hardcore. You have to stick with your race, stick with your people. You can't eat after
All right.
certain
So when
people.
it comes down to race, I wouldn't say like they're divided up in race, but I mean when it comes down to stuff like gangs and like what city you're from, because
Okay,
like it's different cities from the state in one place. So
right,
like really people from the same city stick together, and people from the same gang stick together.
right. I feel that. Hey, P90, when you were like getting brought up and stuff, were you did you like going to school? Did you not like going to school? How was that?
Oh, I was enrolled in school, but I never went.
Right. Do you think
So
that
it's
do you think if you went to school like normally, like, you know, every day or whatever, attended after school programs, do you think you would even be like, you know, in jail and stuff? Do you think that would have been a thing?
to be honest, I think school like after school programs, I don't like them.
Right.
But in a way, like okay, the after school programs I was in like before, they didn't help. You just sit in a room after school. That's not doing anything. So like, I mean, what's it gonna keep you from doing? Being home and maybe doing something bad, but it doesn't teach you anything for like being there and stuff. If you know what I mean. Like,
Right.
what's the reason to be there if you're just gonna sit in a room and do nothing?
Exactly. That's crazy. Um, what what do you think? Because I know America has a problem with institutionalized all these people, bro, because it's overcrowdings and stuff. And then you look at other countries and there's no overcrowding. The rehab programs are awesome. Um, Most of them don't reoffend. Um,
See, that's
what do you?
that's a part like I strongly like I'm strongly for that. Like, okay, drug users and like people that are sent to prison and jail for like drugs and stuff. I don't think they should be held for like a long like amount of time. Like they need rehab, not jail.
Right.
Because how are you gonna help a drug user if they're in a jail cell?
Exactly.
You can't help that. They're gonna get out and do the same thing.
Absolutely. That's the thing too. Like, because I studied criminology at my university, and you know that's all we talk about. The prevention, like, you know what I mean. What can go on? Excessive time, giving them the max sentence, because people are going into jail and prison off these petty crimes like you're talking about, and you know they come out worse. You know what I mean? Just like you're talking about. So I don't know. I kind of find that interesting to talk about. Now, do you on your TikToks do you link up with some of the other prison TikTokers or whatever you want to say?
It's in the process, in the works.
Yeah, I know. Are you close to Ray Jr.?
Oh yeah,
Ray
like
who?
like the only thing I'm really close to him about is exposing chomos and pedophiles and stuff.
Right. You want to talk about
That's
that?
really what
I've
like we
noticed that.
linked
I've
up.
seen that on your page.
It's just like I don't like people that prey on innocent like defenseless people. That
Right.
bothers me, if you know what I mean. So like somebody's got to say something if somebody else won't.
Right.
And it makes me even mad that TikTok defends these people in every video I post about exposing these people. Like I posted one today, got took down within an
No
hour.
way.
Yeah, and that's the second one. Second one this week.
Yeah, you know that's crazy because I've seen that. I've seen quite a bit of that. And like, and it gets taken down. Honestly, I was thinking the person that's in charge of TikTok, they may be, you know what I mean? You never know.
I never thought
Um,
about that.
yeah, you never know. That's why they're, you know, taking it down. They don't want to, because I mean, you see all these people, not to, you know, all these girls and stuff, they're half naked and they'll get a million views, whatever. And then, you know, you have someone spreading, you know, great knowledge, et cetera, whatever. Especially the whole, you know, the Chomo deal, taking them, exposing them, and now get taken down. but the other thing won't get taken down. It doesn't
And
make
the
sense to me.
craziest part is like when I make these videos, I try so hard not to cuss in them, not to show too much. Like I just get straight to the point. Like today, the one that got took down, I showed screenshots of messages, and they got took down messages. And it was a dude texting a friend of mine, a 15-year-old girl, and dude's 30, talking about he wants to rub on some stuff. Like, and that gets took down for minor safety. Like I'm showing minor safety. How are you gonna
Right,
take it down for something I'm showing?
right, crazy. Hey, P90, you got anything for your fans and viewers?
Just a lot of work coming this year, big stuff coming.
Big stuff, yeah. Yeah, are you are
Yeah,
you are you rapping also? Are you a rapper? No, you
yeah,
got some buddies.
yeah.
How's that
I
going?
rap. So I really started rapping before I did TikTok, but TikTok has boosted it like through the roof.
Uh,
To be honest, 'cause, like the very first song I dropped when I had followers on SoundCloud, it's got like 40K streams on
uh,
Apple Music and stuff. Like it really boosted my music. So TikTok helps it.
is it on Spotify? Are you on Spotify also or no?
Only 2 songs. I'm mainly
What
on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud? Because your Instagram's getting up there too. You almost have like 10K followers on Instagram.
I can't wait till I hit 10K.
How many subs do you have on YouTube?
Like 3.5, 3.5K.
Wow. So when did that all hit for you? Was it all just like one bang boom, and then you got a bunch of followers, or was it like a process?
Okay, so now this is gonna be a crazy, crazy thing. Like it might shock you. So, okay, I posted the ankle monitor video like August of last year, and I cut it off. And when I went on the run, I knew my phone was tapped. I know they were trying to track it, so I sold it, and I logged in on my TikTok, and I probably had like 150K followers then. And I logged in on my friend's phone, so I wouldn't lose like access to my account. And then all of a sudden, turned they back on me, took my TikTok. I didn't log in back in my I didn't get back into my TikTok until January the 1st of this year. And when I log back in, like I'm talking about my stats down, followers lost like 20K. Like
For
I'm
real?
down. Yeah. And then like
Uh,
within the 1 month that I've been in, I've gained way, way more than I've had when I did have access. So it's kind
right,
of like falls back on them,
right.
gained
So
it back and doubled it.
right, that's how it is. Now TikTok's your calling, bro. I think you should run with it. For real, I think you should run with it because you can save lives. And I mean, shoot, you're young too, and you can relate. You can even be a mentor to some of these, 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds. You know what I mean? I feel like it'd be a good thing to do because um, there's not a. I wouldn't say there's not a lot of people like you that are 16, been in jail 7 times, and have an amazing platform. You know what I mean? So there's
Yeah.
people that are looking up. There's people that are looking up to you that are, you know, you can help them out, and I don't know, just use your platform in the right way. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think it'd be cool. Avoid getting in trouble. Avoid hanging out with the wrong people. Um, because shoot, bro, you can hit 1 million followers, 2 million, 3 million. Then your Instagram's popping up. Then your YouTube, you got 1.5 mil subs on YouTube. Then you're getting paid like fat. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I
Big
think you
check.
should, right. I think you should just keep pushing it, bro. Stay out of trouble and keep it pushing.
That's what the goal is.
Yeah. You got any words for those that are at home that are dealing with mental illnesses, um, that are having trouble expressing themselves, etc.?
Talk to somebody about it.
All right.
Talk to like somebody you really care about, or like even like go get help. Like go somewhere to help. Because most of the time, it's just like you need somebody to help you get through it. Like if I would have had somebody by my side, like holding my hand, pretty much like talking me through it, I would have been okay. If you
Right.
know what I mean.
Right. I feel that. You seem like a cool dude, bro. You seem like I wouldn't think you'd be up in jail and stuff, and all that. But
That's one
you're
of the
you're a
first
cool
things
dude,
people
bro.
say.
Yeah, you're a cool ass dude, bro. Respect to you for sure. Um, we're gonna wrap it up. That's about what 35 minutes. I'm
Yep.
I'm glad we got this in because I'm gonna edit it up. I'm gonna cut this part out, but I'm gonna edit it up. And try. I'm gonna try to post either tomorrow or the next day, and I'll be posting on my Instagram. Are you on my? Yeah, you're on my Instagram. I'm posting on
Yeah.
my Instagram, my TikTok, and my YouTube. Bro, I just
And I got
started.
you full promotion. I got you full promotion. I see like other people don't do that for you. Like
Hey, bro, I
I'm gonna
appreciate
put the
that.
link in. I'm gonna put the link in my bio and post a video telling people to go watch it.
I respect
I
that,
see
bro,
other
because
people don't do that for you.
yeah, bro, like even I'm gonna cut this out because no shame against Ray. I love Ray. Um, but we had a great interview and like I was like, bro, the people I told him a couple is like I would say about 15 followers from him from his page followed me, and then one of his fans reached out to me and they're like, hey, like I like what you're doing, blah blah blah. Like Ray's a good dude. I like what he's promoting, and it was like an interesting story that he had to tell. Um, because I bet a lot of his followers didn't know he ran with the Muslims, like you know what I mean, just stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't even know that till he said it.
yeah, and I didn't know it at first too. I was like, dang, that's kind of interesting. And then like the lady was talking about, she was going deeper in with the whole mental deal because she's a prison wife, and she's like, just keep doing what you're doing because this is helping me as well. And I shot Ray a text. I was like, Ray, like one of your fans or whatever, like they just hit me up, so and so, whatever. I was like, bro, you think you can like duet this or something because you can probably save a life or whatever. You never know. You know what I mean? So
He
yeah,
wasn't
I
trying to do
appreciate.
it.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate
Mm.
you. Hey, we're gonna do when you part two, because I just wanted to get the basics down and who you are and what all that stuff.
Like I said before, like I don't do anything. Just let me know when you ready and I'm ready.
Okay, so and then we could talk about yeah, we could talk about other stuff too. Hey, you all up in that stocks? You've been seeing all that stock stuff?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you doing that or
Yeah.
no? Yeah.
I want to.
Do you have to be 18 or older?
Yeah, but I got ways.
Yeah, you got yeah. Yeah, there's ways around it.
Everybody's got their ways.
Yeah, there's ways around it. Crazy, bro. Because I saw this one guy on TikTok. He put in like, was it $100? I don't know, something crazy, and he came out with like 65K.
Oh no, I just wish I would have invested in Bitcoin in 2013 when it was $13.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the
yeah,
only thing I wish I would have did.
yeah. Wild, bro. What you got for today? What you up to?
Nothing. They almost over with here.
Yeah, it is. It's six, huh?
It's
It's like
dark
six over
outside.
there. Yeah, it's six over there. Dang, you got to make some more TikToks.
Yeah, I only posted one got took down. Just one today, pretty much.
Dang. When are good times to post on TikTok? Do you have a time schedule or do you just
All right,
post
for
whenever?
me, like I try to post at the same time every day. So like probably like usually when I first wake up, my bed head, I usually post a TikTok then, like 8, 9 in the morning, and then I'll post again at like 11, 12ish, and then like 3 or 4, and then like between like 7 and 8. I try to
Right,
post one every single time that day.
right, bro. Because your videos are popping off, and I'm obviously you have a bunch of followers, but every video just pops off. The
That's
most,
why
the
I
most
can't
view,
wait till the next month.
right? The
Can
most views I've
reapply
got.
in the creator fund.
Oh, are you doing Creative Fund?
I got
Or
denied 2 times.
you got denied for it?
Yeah, 2 different
What?
times. I
Why'd you
don't
get
even know
denied?
why. It
Yeah, you
doesn't
don't know
say.
why.
It just says sorry. We can't accept your application at this time.
Hey, another thing is, do you think they do people that have been in the system and stuff like now they're finding a way to express, everything. Like for example, like Ray and like there's a couple other dudes. Even I'm not sure if you know Sig Homie Cal on TikTok.
Mhm.
Yeah, Sig Homie Cal. He's on the East Coast. He went to prison over at Riker. He went to jail at Rikers and all up in the system. Um, do you feel like they do you guys kind of dirty in a way?
Like Ray and them.
Even you
Like,
too, yeah. Like all the prison contenters.
no, I like all of them. Like I support everything most of like this. I'm gonna be honest. Like I talked to a few of them like over the phone, like every day or every other day. Like those are actually some of the coolest people I've ever talked to.
Right. No, yeah, right. Do you feel like the people like the head of TikTok do you guys wrong? Like the people,
Oh yeah, all the time.
right, right. Especially getting denied the creator fund, and
Because
you're
I
giving
know
out.
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's been denied.
Really?
I know of one prison TikToker that makes good money. I'm not gonna say who, but it'll make your jaw drop. How
Right,
much they making?
right. All right. P90. We're gonna wrap it up, bro. I think we're good. Like I said, I want you're up for that part two though.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
we'll do that. We'll do that part two. Maybe next week or probably the week after, just so it can spread out and it gets a little bit of some views, and then we'll get a part two, and then we could talk about a whole other stuff, prison
All right.
related, not even prison related, don't even matter, bro.
All right.
Sounds good. All right,
Yep.
brother. Appreciate you. Oh, where can they reach you at? Your tell them your information. TikTok, Instagram, all that.
Oh,
YouTube.
all right. Y'all can get at me. Like everything's pretty much the same. P90 with a scope 2 times for YouTube and TikTok. Instagram is just P90 with a scope.